Previously we discussed about encoder and priority encoder. Now let's talk about decoder. So what is a decoder? A decoder is just the opposite of encoder. It converts computer's language into human's language. Previously we talked about an example. When you press 5 in your keyboard, it is encoded to 101. But when you see the character 5 in your screen, that means computer is converting the 101 into the character 5. So it is decoded to 5 and you can see the 5 in your screen. So this is an example of decoder. So as I said that decoder is just like the opposite of encoder. That means here you have n input lines, and for n input lines you will get 2 to the power n output lines. So if we say 2:4 decoder, that means here 2 is the input n, and for that we are getting output which is 2 to the power n equals to 2 to the power n equals to 4. So for 2 input lines we are getting 4 input lines. This is the block diagram of 2 to 4 decoder. These are the inputs, 2 inputs, these are the 4 outputs, and the truth table is just the opposite of the encoder. So previously in our encoder, x and y were our outputs, but in decoder these are our inputs. Previously our inputs were D0, D1, D2 and D3, but here these are our outputs. So you can write the Boolean expressions easily. Now we have 4 outputs. For D0 we have got 1 here, and for all the other cases D0 is 0. So we can easily write the Boolean expression for D0, which is x prime y prime, because we are writing the SOP form, and for SOP form we know if input is 0 we need to write the input's name with a prime. That's why we need to write x prime y prime. For D1 we can write x prime y. For D2 we can write xy prime. For D3 we can write xy. Okay. Each of the 4 outputs got 1 for only once. Okay. That means D3 has only single 1, D2 has single 1, D1 has single 1, and D0 has single 1. That means in SOP form we just need to write one product, because if there were 2 products we would write like this in SOP form, but because there is only one product we just write like this. So each of the 4 outputs have only one product, x prime y prime for D0, x prime y for D1, xy prime for D2, and for D3 xy. So now let's draw the logic diagram of 2:4 decoder. It is so simple, I think you can easily draw it. This is the truth table. So for D0 we need x prime y prime. So x prime y prime means this is y, so this is y prime. So x prime y prime, x prime y prime, x prime y, so x prime y, xy prime for D2, so this is y prime, this is x prime, and for D3 xy, so xy. Let's see if our logic diagram is correct or not. When we give inputs 0 0, we want the outputs to be 0 0 0 1. Let's see if we are getting or not. Okay, so we are giving 0 0. As x is 0, x prime will be 1. As y is 0, y prime will be 1. For D0 the inputs are x prime and y prime. So all the inputs of this AND gate are 1, so we will get output 1. So we have got 1 for this pattern in the D0. For D1 the expression is D1 equals to x prime y. That means x prime here, which is 1, and y here, which is 0. So one input of this AND gate is 0, that means output will be 0. For D2 the expression is x y prime, so x is 0, the output will be 0, because if one of the inputs of an AND gate is 0, then the output will be 0. For D3 the expression is xy, x and y, both of them are zeros, so we will get 0. So for the first pattern we are getting D3 as 0, D3 as 0, D2 as 0, D2 0, and D1 0, D1 0, D0 1, D0 1. Okay, let's study another case. Here x is 1 and y is 0. We want the outputs to be 0 1 0 0. Let's see if we are getting or not. Okay, so x is 1, y is 0, x prime 0, y prime 1. For D0 we are getting x prime y prime, so x prime is 0, output will be 0. Okay, for D1 we are getting x prime y, x prime is 0, so output will be 0. For D2 we are getting xy prime, x is 1, y prime is 1, so we are getting output 1. For D3 x is 1, y is 0, so we will get 0. So for this pattern 1 0 we are getting the outputs 0 0 1 0, which is 0 0 1 0. That means our logic diagram is correct. Now we can design a full adder using 3:8 decoder. We know that the outputs of a full adder are sum and carry, where sum is 1 in the positions 1 2 4 7 and carry is 1 in the positions 3 5 6 7. Okay, now let's see how we can design a full adder using 3:8 decoder. Okay, when the pattern is 0 0 0, only D0 is 1. Okay, so we can say we will get D0 when the combination is 0 0 0. When the combination is 0 0 1, you can say the output will be D1, because only D1 is 1 here. For the pattern 0 1 0, we can say similarly it's D2. Okay, similarly for this we can say it's D7. Okay, now let's see how we can design a full adder using 3:8 decoder. If we take a 4 input OR gate and give its inputs as D1, D2, D4 and D7, then we will get the output as sum. Let's see how. For sum we need 1 in the positions 1 2 4 7. That means we need ones in these positions 1 2 4 7. So let's see if we are getting the ones in that positions, in those positions or not. We want D1, D2, D4 and D7. For this pattern we get D7 0, D4 0, D2 0, but D1 1. So the output of this OR gate will be 1, because one of the inputs of the OR gate is 1. We will get output as 1. For this pattern D2 is 1, but all the other outputs are 0, and these outputs are the inputs for the OR gate. So as one of the inputs for this OR gate is 1, we will get 1 in the output. For this case D4 is 1, so one of the inputs for this OR gate is 1, we will get 1. For this case D7 is 1, we will get the output as 1. Now let's study other cases like this. Here the input pattern is 0 0 0. For 0 0 0 we get 1 only at D0. That means all the outputs D1, D2, D4 and D7 are 0 at that position, and these outputs of the decoder are fed into this OR gate. That means all of the inputs of this OR gate becomes 0 in this position. All the inputs of this OR gate become 0 in this position. Again, for this position only D3 is 1. That means D1, D2, D4, D7 all of them are zeros, so we will get 0 like before. Again, for this one and this one we see that only D5 is 0 here, only D5 is 1 here. That means all the other outputs are zeros, and if all the other outputs are zeros, all the inputs of this OR gate are zeros. That means the output of the OR gate will be 0. Similarly, for this one only D6 is 1. That means D1, D4, D2 and D7 are zeros, and we will get 0 in the output. Now you can easily design a 2:4 decoder. When YZ is 0 0, we will get the first one as 1. When YZ is 0 1, we will get the second output as 1. When YZ is 1 0, the third output will be 1, and for 1 1, the fourth output will be 1. Similarly for this decoder. But now we have used an extra pin which is called enable pin, and we say that when enable pin is 0, the decoder will operate, and if enable pin is 1, the decoder won't operate. Okay, and using this logic we can easily establish a 3:8 decoder using two 2:4 decoders. Let's see how. We all know that the truth table of a 3:8 decoder looks like this. We will make a 3:8 decoder using two 2:4 decoders and check if their circuit is satisfying the truth table of 3:8 decoder. If satisfies, we can say that circuit is working as a 3:8 decoder. So this is the circuit where two 2:2 decoders are used, and we are saying that this will operate as a 3:8 decoder. Let's check if it is working as a 3:8 decoder or not. For 3:8 decoder we need 3 input lines. That means we need 3 inputs. Here these are X, Y and Z. We have used Y and Z as the direct input of the two 2:4 decoders, and we have used X as the enable pin of the first decoder, and we have used X prime as the enable pin of the second decoder, because we have connected an inverter between X and E. We have said earlier that whenever E is 0, the decoder will operate. This is true for both decoders. So we can see for first 4 cases X is 0, that means E is 0 here and E will be 1 here. That means for first 4 cases this decoder will operate and this decoder won't operate, and when this decoder operates, this will operate as a normal 2:4 decoder. That means whenever YZ are 0 0, we will get D0 as 1. When YZ are 0 1, we will get D1 as 1. For 1 0, we will get D2 1. For 1 1, we will get D3 1. Okay. Now when X is 1, okay, let's make it clear. So now when X is 1, which is in these 4 cases, So now as X is 1, this enable pin becomes 1 and this enable pin becomes X prime equals to 0. So now this decoder will operate and this won't operate. That means we won't get anything here, but we will get outputs here according to the combination selected. If we choose 0 0 now, we will get D4 as the output. If we choose 0 1, the output will be D5. That means D5 will be 1 in that case. For 1 0, we will get D6 1. For 1 1, we will get D7 1. So we can see here that this circuit is completely working as a 3:8 decoder. Using that logic, we can also establish 4:16 decoder using two 3:8 decoders. Like before, we will use one of the inputs as enable pin. This will be connected directly to the first decoder and this will be connected through an inverter to the second decoder. Okay, and the other three inputs will be used as a regular input of the two 3:8 decoders. So when A is 0, which is in these first 8 cases, then this decoder will operate and this won't operate, and we will get the outputs from D0 to D7 because this decoder is working at that time. And whenever A is 1, that means here we will get 1 and here we will get A prime equals to 0. That means this will operate for last 8 cases and this won't operate, and we will get the outputs from D8 to D15 because this decoder is working at that time. Similarly, we can make a 4:16 decoder using 4 2:4 decoders. This is the circuit, this is the logic diagram for making 4:16 decoder using 4 2:4 decoders. Let's see how does this circuit operate. We have fed the inputs CD as the main inputs to the all of the 4 decoders, and the inputs A and B are connected to the enable pins through some gates. Okay, so the C and D are the regular inputs of all of the 4 decoders, and A or B are connected to the enable pin E through some gates. We can see that here only one OR gate is used, here one inverter and one OR gate is used, like that. For the first 4 cases, we can see A and B both are zeros, so we can write 0 0 here. So this OR gate is getting all the inputs as zeros, so the E will be 0 as the output of this OR gate is 0. So this decoder will operate. For this case, A0 B0, so the OR gate is getting 0 and 1. So one of the inputs of this OR gate is 1, the output will be 1, so E will be 1 and this decoder won't operate. For this case 0 0, the OR gate will get the inputs as 1 0, so output will be 1 and E will be 1 and this decoder won't operate. Here the OR gate is getting 1 1, so the output will be 1 and enable pin is getting 1, so it also won't operate. So for the first 4 cases, only the first decoder is working and we will get the outputs as D0 to D3. For these 4 cases, we can write like this 0 1. So one of the inputs of this OR gate is 1, we will get 1 and this decoder won't operate. Here for 0 1, we will get 0 here, so this OR gate is getting 2 zeros so the output will be 0 and this decoder will operate. For 0 1 here, this becomes 1, so the OR gate is getting 2 ones, and for that reason this enamel pin is 1 and this decoder won't operate. Here also for 0 1, one of the inputs, which is A prime, is 1, so the output of this OR gate will be 1 and this decoder won't operate. Similarly, you can check for other cases like 1 0 or 1 1. Let's see for 1 1. So A and B are 1 1. The output of this OR gate is 1, so E will be 1. This decoder won't operate. For 1 1, we will get 1 0 here, so one of the inputs of this OR gate is 1, output will be 1, E will be 1 and this decoder won't operate. For 1 1, this becomes 0 and this is 1, one of the inputs of this gate is 1, so we will get 1, this decoder won't operate. Here for 1 1, this OR gate is getting 2 zeros, that means all the inputs of this OR gate are zeros, so E will be 0 and we will get the outputs of this decoder D12 to D15. So that's how we can make a 4:16 decoder using 4 2:4 decoders. That's all for this lecture. Thank you.